Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 252 with Sold with Updike Pugh.
I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Weston Pugh, and today we have a great show in store for you. We're excited. We have a nice house that is over in East Dallas that has been renovated, and it is a great location if you like parks.
And in our second segment today, we're going to give you a little walk through the pictures from our holiday party that we had last weekend. That was so much fun.
We lucked out.
Yeah,
Okay.
weather was,
But
amazing.
I think we were going to have great weather. I think it's like the start of a really nice Indian summer stretch, which is great for me because it makes pickleball that much easier both in the morning and in the evening. So it is awesome. And if you're playing pickleball, call me because I'm ready to play. Had to throw that out there. Had to throw that out there. So what we like to do is show you some of the things that we think you might enjoy if you're doing a renovation or you're building a house or just enjoy some simple home hacks. And this first one, I've always loved a Dutch door.
And this is, I've never seen it done with a pocket Dutch door, which I thought was, I think pocket doors are great. They save space. They give you so much more flexibility in how you organize the room inside. And this was really cool.
It is because it incorporates the pocket door like you're talking, but it also has the glass here. You were saying maybe not so a fan of that, but I think it would be okay for dogs if they had a little separation anxiety to be able to see.
True.
I like that. Actually, Kevin and Emily had a Dutch door off their master bathroom to the outside, and I thought it was really cool. They had it painted a really interesting country color. At that point, I was like, these need to be used more often.
And the next thing we're going to talk about is something that Weston found this and it just blew my mind. These are life-size blueprints.
And then,
so they can project these blueprints down on what looks like could be a basketball-sized floor, and where you can actually walk through. They've got furniture that you can set up. It'll show you in just a moment. So you really get a feel.
I think that this could be a huge game changer. Actually allows you to like live in the house and feel the house. I think so many times we realize after it's done that I wish that room was bigger. I wish the entrance is in a different place. And this allows you to walk through the house. And I got to tell you, being able to pull and push furniture in place to actually get the additional scale, I think is a win. I can't imagine that it's very cheap, but I think that a house being your largest investment, an investment like this could really help you nail it.
Yeah, I agree. And this, I see so many opportunities for this business. I mean, can you imagine the builders that would contract with somebody like this? Custom builders that would contract with somebody like this?
I think it would go the distance. You just got a big enough space. But again, I think it could get used at the rate that people build in Dallas. That would be used quite often.
I agree.
The next thing, I think this is near and dear to my heart right now because I struggle with this every year. And this is actually to keep your pool clean when you're not using it in the season as leaves drop. I have so many trees around my house, both mine and my neighbors, that it makes keeping the pool almost impossibly clean. So this would have been a great thing to have. If you actually go to the Facebook page here, they actually have a really good demonstration where actually a mother gets on top of the net to show that if a kid gets onto it, that it actually wouldn't sink or fall. So
Interesting.
I think it's really good. I think that my problem would be is my dog would run across it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So anyway, great ideas if you're thinking about building a pool. This is definitely a feature I would look into and add if budget permits.
So,
What?
we're jumping into our house?
Nope. One more thing. Market watch.
Oh, Market Watch. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Market Watch. Do not freak out about all the large negative numbers. This is just a timing thing about the holiday. Thanksgiving always throws things off. Christmas, the week of Christmas gets thrown off. So this is reflecting everything that happened during that holiday.
And so coming soon is a voluntary status that agents can use, and that's actually down 24%. Again, it's not required. The active status, that is down 48, which is at 230 units versus 253 the following week. And option period, this is where you put the status once both buyer and seller have agreed on the terms of the contract. That's down 32%. And we will probably see this change dramatically in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, pendings were down about 36%. In Dallas County, solds were down 38%. And mortgage rates are still hovering kind of right where they are. We're seeing them shift by one thousand, or excuse me, 1/100th of a point. They're currently 7.252. We get that information from a website called Optimal Blue that aggregates lender data from around the country, and so they just kind of give you a little idea of what everybody's paying.
It is a great site. If this is information that you're interested in, let us know, because we can actually zoom in and pull neighborhoods and feed into school districts, zip codes if you're thinking of investing, or if you're not from Dallas and are looking and need this information. This is super helpful, and it whittles away all of the national hype and lets you actually look at real estate that the specific areas you're interested in.
Excellent explanation.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So let's take a look. We're going to look at 7254 Williamson Court. This is in East Dallas. The zip code is 75214. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car carport, and it's just over 2,500 square feet.
And it's really located. I mean, look how close to White Rock Lake you are. You are, you're a quarter of a mile from an entrance to the hike bike trail all the way around.
And this is probably, when you think of East Dallas, the number one draw is White Rock Lake. Mm-hmm. So if that is something that you're interested in and your lifestyle is a biker, or you really enjoy the run,
or a cyclist.
Yeah, a cyclist. You're right, cyclist. This is a go-to for you. Zach is over there laughing because I called that. Anyway, if that's not your thing, one of the other things is that this street is on a cul-de-sac, dead ends, and there is a park that is just over the curb, basically.
Yeah, your house. And it's such a fantastic location. You've got really good accessibility to Mockingbird. You can go south, hit I-30, and go wherever you need to go. Airports are probably within the 30-minute time frame, I would say. Even out to DFW, once you hit the highway, getting out to DFW is so easy.
So let's talk about what locals like to do in this area, because that's always one of the biggest questions that we get is, what is there to do around this area? And there's a really great little shopping center, and in this shopping center is called a restaurant called Bar None. And this restaurant started right before COVID, and we're really glad to see that it continued past COVID. And it is one of the restaurants, because sometimes we get like little diners and whatnot over here, but this is a really great dining restaurant. It also has a great bar if you're looking for that, for a quick happy hour. And because of its position in that shopping center, it also has outdoor seating.
Oh, nice. You didn't remember that. I know you were telling me we had gone there before. I didn't remember it had outdoor seating, but that would make a big difference.
In this area, this is a definite go-to. I mean, the food is spectacular. And the funny thing is Dallas restaurants, if they're bad, they do not make it, because we have so many options. So it's so good to see that this thing is here and thriving.
And the second place we wanted to talk about is the Bathhouse Cultural Center. And this is a small building that is right on the edge of White Rock Lake. It was opened in 1930. It was opened as a bathing center, not bathing center, but a swimming center, where you could come in and they had showers and lockers, and you could rent your swimsuits, which seemed a little odd to me, but you could. And people came to this from all over North Texas. And
so then what happened is that when White Rock Lake was no longer a swimming lake, it actually was closed for several decades. And then as the neighborhood decided they needed it back in the 70s and got the city to actually fund and reopen it in the 80s, and now has become a location where they have different art exhibits, speakers, engagements that happen, whether it's one of the East Dallas studio tours where artists are here. It's a great little gem for this area. And I think that it will continue to be an added value for this area.
And they are open from 12 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
I love that. Now let's talk about White Rock Trail. As I mentioned, not a biker, but a cyclist trail or a walking trail. It's 9.5 miles.
I have seen lots of groups of bikers driving around White Rock Lake.
I would agree with that, but not actually on the trails. And so it's interesting because before the show started, we were talking about what portions of White Rock Lake we didn't like to bike on, and mine is at the very top, because for some reason that northern little stretch that's running across is where the wind blows, and I feel like it's pushing you like off the trail at a time.
That I'm glad that bridge that crosses the lake right there has fencing on the side of it, because it really, you really can get blown pretty seriously there.
One of the great things about this is it's 9.5 miles, but yet it also connects to the Santa Fe Trail, which will take you into downtown Dallas. And if you head north, that'll actually connect you to the North Haven train now that the Royal Lane Bridge is completed.
And I really want to, I've ridden that trail from White Rock, from the north end of White Rock. Well, I've ridden around the lake too, but I've ridden from there all the way up to LBJ and back. And it is a beautiful, beautiful trail.
It is. Don't drive your car on that bridge, Jeff.
No, I would not do that.
So let's take a look at 7254 Williamson Court. This is a huge ranch, 1-story, on a cul-de-sac, walking distance to the neighborhood park, good sized park no less. And this just has so some houses have a high modern, high charm, or high charm on this house, I think.
I agree. Front porch, perfect. We're sitting out there in the afternoon or in the evening. The house faces really kind of south there, so you're not going to have that direct western sun out there in the evening. And as you come into the foyer, beautiful hardwood floors. This room has been opened up, and they've done a fantastic job with these built-ins, the window seating. I've never seen it done this customized before.
I feel like this formal area is what it used to be has now become a very classic informal area. So whether it's game night or whether you need to create a office space, it's here. Needed as an entertainment space for a bachelorette party, for a birthing party, or a baby shower. This has it all for you. Really good taste also in the colors and the selects from the wallpaper. It just sings what today's buyers are looking for, and so often. And the other thing too is then you can transition into this combo room that is both for the family and for the living room area. And I thought this was a really smart use of the space too.
It is, and it is a 1950s home, I'm guessing, just based on, but they've done a really good job of still retaining that charm, but opening it up. It's like so many people want now. I can imagine that kitchen was a very small closed off room at some point.
100%.
But the quartz countertops, we think those are new custom cabinets that were put in. Stainless steel appliances. Really, it's just got a great feel to it, especially with the big skylight.
That is one of my favorite elements within this. I feel like light so often is one of those things that you can't figure out why you like or don't like a house. This skylight adds so much extra in this house. You have a nice Carrara marble on the gridded back, or the brick pattern on the backsplash, gas appliances, and a really large renovated master bedroom that does walk out onto the outside.
Yeah, this is it is. I really enjoy having those big windows looking out on that backyard. The room is really a great size. As you can see, there's room for the bed, the chairs, and a chest of drawers, and huge.
So coming in, you also have a renovated master bathroom, double vanity sink, walk-in shower. This is the other bathroom on the other end of the house. Again, as we were talking about, this is a 4 bedrooms. The master's on one side. Great thing is the 3 other bedrooms are on the other side. And when you come outside, you have plenty of space to unwind and entertain, and plenty of green space for the 2-legged and your 4-legged loved ones.
And really good sized backyard, would not require a lot of maintenance. They've got really great trees planted. As you can see, these, I think those are maples along the back, are going to grow into a really big protector back there. Covered patio, outdoor TV, obviously. And just really a great space.
One of the things, the side of the house also has a long green space. So if you want to make a dog run on that side, easy to do that. Also, if you're a pool family, this would easily fit a pool.
So 7254 Williamson Circle is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car carport, built in 1961. I was close.
You were?
A little over 2,500 square feet, and it is offered at $1,099,000, and that is $433.87 a square foot.
And we want to say thank you so much to Ronnie Golden and Susan Wheeler for allowing us to feature your home. It's an amazing home. In the comments, click on the link and you can look at the pictures at your own pace, and you can zoom in, zoom out on that map. Share it with your friends and family that you think might like it. If you or they would like to see this house, let us know and we'd be happy to make that happen.
And with that, we'll be right back. Did you know there are a lot of ways you can keep up with us? For starters, every Wednesday at noon, we host Sold with Updike Pugh, live from our Facebook and YouTube channels. Our show is dedicated to featuring some of the best homes in the Dallas market and about sharing timely information about market trends. But don't worry if you missed the show, because you can always listen to them on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spotify.
Still want more? Follow us on Instagram, where you get a first-hand look at what it's like to be a realtor. It's not always previewing homes for clients or getting them ready to go live in MLS. Lastly, visit our website and you'll be able to create a custom home search tailored specifically to your wants and needs that's timely and accurate. Whether it's square foot, location, or the neighborhood, we have you covered.
If you'd like to know how much your home is worth, we can help with that too. Just visit homeprice.fyi, enter a few pieces of information like your home address, and we'll email you a price. When you're ready to talk real estate, you can reach us online, by phone, or by text at 214-377-2223.
And remember, we want to be realtors for life.
Hi everybody, welcome to the second segment, episode 252 of Sold with Updike Pugh. I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Weston Pugh, and typically during the second segment, we talk about things that are happening in the market or things that we think you would like to know about home ownership. But this time, we're going to take a little jog left, and we're going to talk about
our holiday party that we hosted over the weekend.
We were really lucky this year. We had really great weather. Santa was wonderful, and we had some amazing semi-baby goats. They were baby goats 3 years ago, but nonetheless, they were still in pajamas.
Your adolescent goats.
Adolescent goats. And
just doesn't roll off the tongue as easily.
It doesn't. Baby goats in pajamas. And the craziest thing is that Jeff actually used ChatGPT to create our invitations. So we'll also let you see that as well. It was a really good job. He did an excellent job. But we wanted to show you the pictures and let you know how much fun we had. And we're so glad that everybody came.
That was fun.
It was a good time. I think that, again, I can't say enough, but the weather was the star this time.
I would
think
agree.
The leaves hadn't changed yet. There were no dead spots in our background. And the floating gingerbread man was my favorite.
It was fun. That was funny. You've been wanting to do something floating in the pool for 9 years.
I have, and I could never figure it out. I wanted to do like Santa Claus recline on a raft, something like that, but it just didn't like make sense because it was too. So that actually worked out. So I'm really excited.
So if you'd like to know how to get on that guest list, reach out to us.
And just remember, we want to be your realtors for life.
When you're ready to talk real estate, you can reach us online, by phone, or by text at 214-377-2223.
And remember, we want to be your realtors for life.